Ya Allah. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hope everybody is safe and in good health, inshallah. To and also okay. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This could very possibly be, inshallah, our last evening before the month of Ramadan begins, inshallah. Potentially tomorrow night, the moon sighting will begin tomorrow evening, inshallah. Actually, around this time because of the East Coast. Just wanted to quickly go over some of the programs that we will be, inshallah, hosting, and we will be doing these programs online, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Um, the I guess you could say the major one is that every evening, inshallah, we at the time the Salat al-Isha comes in, and I have it already here. We will. I'm going to send the link, inshallah, for Mashal Huda's website for the page specifically for Ramadan. You can on the home page as well as on the Ramadan page. You can download the timetable is there. You can also download the timetable from there on the homepage as well daily. The prayer times are there. The time for suhoor and as well as the time for iftar are there, and it changes daily. So, mashallah, you can keep that. You can keep that web page saved on your phone. But inshallah, every evening when Salatul Isha comes in, alhamdulillah, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's fadl, He's put it in the hearts of Hafiz Hashmat Ahmed and Basalat Ahmed, and also our dear brother um, Ari, our Indonesian brother, mashallah, that you probably know him, recognize him from his qiraat at fundraisers and here in the masjid. Also, he, mashallah, Allah Ta'ala has blessed him with a very pleasing voice, mashallah. So he calls the adhan here in the masjid a lot of times as well. So inshallah, what we will be doing, inshallah, is that at the time where Isha comes in, so say for instance, if it's 9:04, at 9:04, inshallah, we will go live. All of this will be on YouTube, so we will go live. Inshallah, Brother Adi will call the adhan, and inshallah, we will have a roughly about a 15-20 minute recitation. The first quarter juz of the juz for that day will be recited by Hafid Hashmat and Hafid Basalit, inshallah. So they'll be rotating back and forth, inshallah. So on the first day, inshallah, we will cover the first quarter juz of the first juz. The second day, juz number two, first quarter. Third day, juz number three, or para, and the first quarter. So, and the challenge for everybody in the community is, okay, we did this first quarter together, inshallah. Now finish the other three quarters before the next evening comes around, and we will have to double up or inshallah, take one juice and probably double up on a Friday or Saturday because we want to try to finish on the 29th. So finish one whole Quran on the 29th, not the 27th, because we want to make sure that we stay active and we stay connected the entire month of Ramadan. So if you have your own, if you have another reading that you're doing, you can finish on the 27th. If you have something else that you're doing, but as a community, we want to stay focused and we want to stay active from the very beginning all the way to the very end. And because we're not sure about the 30th day, inshallah, we will try and the goal is to finish on the 29th night, inshallah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, which could also be, according to the hadith, could also be Laylatul Qadr. So That's the game plan, inshallah. On the weekends, we will also have, mashallah, we will have Hafiz Ali. We have Brother Ali. He will also be reciting, inshallah, because it'll be the weekend, so we'll have a little bit more time. And then in the evenings, after the 15, 20-minute recitation is finished, we will take another 10 to 15 minutes, inshallah, and we will do tafsir somewhere from within that juice that we're covering that day. So, inshallah, may Allah Ta'ala make it easy for me, and may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala give me the tawfiq to properly represent His kalam. But I will be doing the tafsir. So the first day, number one of Ramadan, inshallah, I will be doing tafsir somewhere, 10 to 15-minute tafsir somewhere from the first Jews. The second day, somewhere within the second juz. Third day, somewhere within the third. So that way, inshallah, as we're reading, we're getting some of the benefit from the ma'na, the meaning, and the tafsir, the exegesis of the Quran, inshallah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So like this, we are hoping to keep everybody connected. The reason why we're doing it when Isha immediately comes in is because everybody has such different schedules. Some people will mashallah, they'll pray their salat or Isha, maybe wait a little while. Some people and then pray their salat or tarawih. Some people will be praying salat or tarawih. Some people won't. Some people will be doing 4 rakats or 8 rakats, 12 rakats, 20 rakats, more than that. So everybody's going to have their own personal schedule, and their families are going to have their own personal schedules. And we wanted to try to make sure that the program was accessible to everybody. So the best way to accomplish that was to have it right at the very beginning when Isha comes in. Everybody has enough time, inshallah, after iftar and maghrib, sit down, eat, relax a little bit. As soon as Isha comes in, we take this 30-minute block of time, inshallah, and we do the quarter for that day. We do the tafsir, try to keep everything wrapped up into a roughly 30-minute block of time. And then after that, inshallah, everybody can make their Isha and continue on with their own individual programs, inshallah, at their leisure. So that's the goal, inshallah. Bidhnillahi ta'ala. May Allah ta'ala make it easy, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our intentions and facilitate, open the ways for us to be consistent from the beginning all the way to the end. The other program that we're doing, inshallah, is there's a lot of thought that was put into how to get the families and get our young people involved during this month of Ramadan, the month of the Quran. So the decision conclusion is that we have a little bit of healthy competition, the key word being healthy, like healthy. We have a Quran competition for the youth. We will have 3 age groups, inshallah. There will be 10 and under, then 11 to 14, and then 15 to 18. And we will have a boys group and a girls group. And alhamdulillah, we have been blessed. We have 3 sisters, mashallah, who are qualified judges. So they will be judging the girls group. And then we have 3 brothers that will be judging the boys group. And inshallah, we will have a winner. We will have a total of 6 winners. So from the boys group, we have 3 age categories. So we will get 1 winner from each one of those age categories. And then from the girls group, we have the same 3 age categories. So we will get 3 winners from the girls group. Those clips, inshallah, those audio clips, from the winners, we will post them in the WhatsApp groups, inshallah. We will also be putting them online, and the winners will be announced every Jumu'ah. So for the Jumu'ah Bayan, inshallah, we will announce the 6 winners. Also that evening when we're doing the Tilawat, the Qira'ah and Tafsir, inshallah, we will announce the winners again. These are the winners, inshallah, and we will be doing that every week. So we will have 4 Jumu'ahs, but not this first one. So not this Jumu'ah coming up, but after that we will have 4 Fridays. We will have 4 Jumu'ahs, inshallah. So we will have 4 weeks of winners. So a total of 24, inshallah, bidhnillahi ta'ala. How the judging will take place and how you can submit and all of these things, I am sending it right now. This is where you're going to go. I just sent it in a text. That's the link, masjidalhuda.org /Ramadan. We just finished the details for the rubric for judging. So I will be posting that online, inshallah. You will be able to download the rules at your convenience. And inshallah, if you have any questions, you can email myself. Again, I sent the email in the text, sheikh.khalid@masjidalhuda.org. So if you have any questions, or if you have any concerns, or you're confused about how to submit your young person's audio clip of their recitation, inshallah, please contact me, inshallah. So there will be a boys group. There's a link there that's for the boys group, and there's a link for the girls group for the WhatsApp for the judges. So inshallah, if you have a daughter, if you have a daughter, or there is a young lady who wants to submit her recitation, please send it to the sisters in their WhatsApp group, the sisters who are judging in their WhatsApp group. And if you have a young man, a young brother, inshallah, who wants to submit a recitation, then please send it to the appropriate group for the brothers who are judging, inshallah. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. The big thing about this is, again, healthy competition. This is not about winning, even though every winner, so every week, inshallah, we will be giving a $25 gift certificate for the all six winners every week. Inshallah, Mashal Huda is sponsoring the certificates, and alhamdulillah. So we will have six winners, 4 weeks. So 24 gift certificates, inshallah, will be going out to the winners. But it's not about the winning necessarily. It's not about who's coming out first. Or what it is about, though, is trying to get our young people and encouraging our young people and then families together to become engaged with the Quran and developing a relationship with the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a type of relationship with the Quran and recitation of Quran, and an appreciation for tajweed and tilawa that will extend beyond the month of Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages us in the Quran to compete, but it should be healthy competition, where the goal is that we, through this healthy competition, we are actually motivating each other and encouraging each other to work harder and to strive harder to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's the winning. Who wins? It's not going to be the one, like, for adults, for young people, for those who are mature enough. And I hope that that's the adults. The winners are those who they develop a relationship with the Quran, a love for the recitation of the Quran and the meaning of the Quran. They inculcate those meanings in their lives and become like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, become walking Qurans and examples and representatives of this truth that comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they die as a believer holding on to this truth and as someone who is consistent and loves the recitation of the Quran. That, and they're raised on Yawm al-Qiyamah in that state with that condition, and hopefully inshallah may Allah ta'ala accept also memorizing some portion, if not the entirety of the Quran. Those are the ones who are successful. Success is not going to be decided by these judges. Success is not decided by a $25 gift certificate. Success is going to be decided by the judge. And success is going to be rewarded with something that is far more weightier than a $25 gift certificate. It's just, the gift certificate should just be a touch of motivation. That's it. And mashallah, a little bit of a reward for a job well done. You worked hard. You put in the time and the effort. You're doing our young people, they're doing their part. And now, mashallah, we give them a little bit of reward, a taste of the reward here, to give them some encouragement to keep reading, keep working hard, keep improving, and develop into this mature, refined Muslim who has a love for the recitation of the Quran and a love for the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So parents, adults, please help our young people keep the proper perspective and maintain that perspective throughout this competition. I'm also humbly requesting that the parents as well, that they remember what the true goal of this is and what the intentions behind us doing this competition, what it is. It is about you spending time with your young people. It is about the community staying connected. It is about Ramadan being the month of the Quran. It is about our young people having an attachment with the Quran itself. These are our goals. These are the reasons that we are doing this. The competition itself is just it's a tool, it's a vehicle, hopefully, inshallah, to for us to get from point A to point B and accomplish these objectives. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. May Allah ta'ala make it easy, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala um, uh, help us to be able to reach these goals and these objectives, inshallah. The other thing is every Jumu'ah we will have a recitation of Yasin. Um, Again, our Hufad, inshallah, they will be reciting Yasin in a very moderate pace. We will be doing this after Asr. The exact time hasn't been dedicated yet, but it will be after Asr, inshallah, probably right after a little bit after Asr comes in, because we want to leave enough time for everybody, of course, to prepare for iftar and whatever cooking. And we want everybody, we want the family to be involved, inshallah, with this recitation of Yasin. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said more or less the meaning that he wanted that Yasin should be in the heart of every believer. And we know, mashallah, there are so many fadail associated with Yasin. A lot of the shuyukh and the ulama, during the present difficulties that we find ourselves in, the recommendation has been to recite Yasin. We also know that regarding our health and our rizq, it's always recommended to recite Yasin. It's kind of like when it comes to treatment and it comes to solutions, mashallah. Two things you always are going to find like popping up over and over and over again. One is the Al-Fatiha, and the other one is this Surah Yasin. So, on that note, what we want to do is, inshallah, we want to promote the recitation of Yasin, at least on Salatul Jumu'ah. And so you can read along for those who are still having some difficulty, inshallah, and they're learning how to recite. Maybe they want to improve their tajweed. So by sitting and listening, inshallah, believe it or not, it does have an impact on improving your recitation if you're actually taking the time and not just trying kind of like just going through without with a disregard for the makharij and all the rules of tajweed. But if you take your time, inshallah, and you're actually listening and comparing how you would normally recite and contrast it with what you're hearing, it has a tremendous benefit, mashallah. The other thing is we want to promote the memorization, inshallah, during the month of Ramadan. It comes out to roughly about 3 lines a day. So especially for those who already have the habit of reciting Yasin on a daily basis, or at least somewhat regularly, and they haven't memorized it, but there's a high level of familiarity with it, then inshallah this is that time. Or even if you're just getting going, if you can dedicate enough time that you're going to memorize 2 to 3 lines daily, then inshallah by the end of Ramadan, inshallah, you will have memorized the entirety of Yasin. This is a very positive outcome. It's something that will make this Ramadan extremely memorable, that this will be the Ramadan that I memorized Yasin, or at least that this will be the Ramadan that I developed the habit of the recitation of Yasin. So that inshallah, when Shawwal comes, inshallah, we have this habit of taking some time. For those who are comfortable at a moderate speed of reciting Yasin, it takes roughly about 7 minutes. So 7 minutes, every morning or every evening, we waste more time, doing ridiculous things than that throughout our day. But 7 minutes daily, again, at a moderate pace, 7, 8, 9 minutes, your Yasin is finished for that day. So even if we come out of it with this habit of reciting Yasin on a daily basis, mashallah, this will be a wonderful and amazing accomplishment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept. Again, my email address is here, sheikh.khalid@mashalhuda.org. If you have any questions, worries, problems, concerns, please be patient as we're new, especially with the Quran competition. So we're just wrapping up. I'd say on the website, 99% of the information for all these programs is there. I sent the link for the website itself. Again, the prayer schedule. If you for the prayer times, inshallah, you can download the PDF. It is also there. So if you need anything, or if there's any other issues, please feel free to contact me or your normal contacts throughout through the board members, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of our humble efforts. This is really important. These programs, the overall, like we talk about the micro, but the macro, the whole point and purpose of these programs is because we're not able to, the normal activities that take place during the month of Ramadan, those are going to be noticeably absent. And we need to have something in their place, even if that something is, if you want to call it generic, fine. But we need a generic substitute then to keep us connected and to keep us motivated. And again, like we were talking about for the past 2 days, being able to set goals and objectives and looking at this Ramadan with a sense of encouragement, with a sense of hope. There should still be an excitement. If you don't feel some excitement that this Ramadan is coming, something is wrong. And there's still a little bit of time, but we have to figure out like what's wrong. Why don't I feel that excitement? It's still Ramadan, and the fadail and all the blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the virtues of Ramadan, they still remain. So if I'm not feeling that energy, and if I'm not feeling that excitement, and if I'm not looking towards Ramadan, something is horribly wrong. Especially because this is one of those things when non-Muslims and they see the Muslim community and they see Muslims, this blows their mind. Whenever I'm doing the interfaith programs and whatnot, the idea that we fast, it completely blows their minds. Like, and you guys look forward to this. Yes, we look forward to it. We enjoy the whole month. When it ends, we're sorry that it's over. We have these regrets that we could have done more. And they're like, do more. Like the notion itself, especially that we're coming out of these the fasting during the summer months, but the notion itself that you are willing from the time before the sun even rises, so at the very beginning of the day, all the way until the sun is completely set, that you are willing to go without food and go without water, and you're going to do this not for one day, but you're going to do this for 29 or 30 consecutive days. That's amazing. And the fact that we get excited about it and we look forward to it, that's real dawah. um, Forget all the other stuff, forget all the websites, forget all the like talks and speeches and like all the frills and thrills and all of that. This is real dawah. Muslims being excited about engaging in the ibadah of Allah, looking forward to and having hope in the ibadah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and actually physically engaging in the ibadah of Allah. This is true dawah, and this is what has that impact. So if you're not feeling that, then something's wrong. And this is the time now to address whatever internal issues and try to get that excitement build up that, yes, the normal patterns that we're used to, our normal habits during the month of Ramadan, may not be there. That comfort blanket of our normal habits may not be there. It may not be accessible to us this Ramadan, but Ramadan is still Ramadan. So this is the time that we, hopefully these khatiras inshallah have been some help, but this is the time we need to tap into that, the fadail of Ramadan, and generating this excitement and this hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rahmah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's maghfirah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's fadl, and hoping that we are going to acquire some taqwa from all of these activities. So we're doing these programs to promote that, to encourage that, and to keep everybody connected, inshallah, so you and I, we don't feel isolated to the extent that we kind of there's a hole in the bottom of the bucket. A lot's going in, but it's not holding anything. It's just all going out of the bottom. So we don't want any holes in the bottoms of our buckets, inshallah. So we want to be able to hold on to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's all the in'amat and fadail from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah ta'ala accept all of our humble efforts. Please feel free to contact me if you need anything. Inshallah, I'm still here and still taking a lot of emails, phone calls, text messages. Please be patient with me because it is a lot and I am only one person. I think sometimes people contact me and they forget that it's just me. There are a lot of you and it's still just me. And mashallah, we're still working with the board members. They're still active. I'm still active, dealing with the website, trying to get the programs going, the other needs that exist within the community. So please, just humbly requesting, please be patient. I do get your messages. It's just a matter of It's only 24 hours in a day, and there's only one me. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for your patience, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the strength and the tawfiq to be able to reply in a timely manner, inshallah, and be able to help you with whatever your issue happens to be. Jazakumullah khairan jaza wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.